This is the latest dispatch just received in our newsroom.
Let me show you something.
Hey, how's it going? And welcome back to more of my collection stuff. What we'll be focusing on this time are going to be pretty much stuff that I've learned about through the fingerboard community, and it does mean a lot to me, and that's why these get their own video as well. Some of them are decks, some of them are not, but they all, like I said, they really mean a lot to me. They're fingerboard related, so it's appropriate. Also, it's my YouTube channel. Just hang with me, okay? On to the first stuff. So, eagle-eyed viewers of my channel know that I did leave out a company, and there's a very special reason why. So when I had first gotten back into fingerboarding, about a month, maybe 2 months later, sometime around that, I wanted to see if there are any companies out there that would be willing to make a few custom decks. And a lot of companies told me no, or they didn't have time, or they just didn't answer. But this company didn't. This company had the time and was willing to make these decks for me. And I really appreciate it, and they'll always have a special place in my collection. And that's going to be these three decks right here, which they do glow in the dark. We'll start with this one first. It's a really, really cool blue top ply. And on the graphic, it's an engraved D20. And that's what I have tattooed right here because, along with fingerboarding, I'm a huge nerd. I like Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons, reading, math, science. Don't judge me. But this deck is really, really cool. And it was the first custom deck that I had made for me, which is very, very special. The next one I'll show, we'll start with the top ply, and it's this really, really cool two-tone top ply. It's a very dark brown with a little bit of black, and we have a donut right here, and just like the other one, it does glow in the dark. This is one that my daughter had picked out, and she loved it. Just like me, I didn't want to use this one, and she didn't want to use hers either. And here is the one my girlfriend picked out. So we have this dark brown with a little bit of purple on the stripes right there. And it's going to be a cupcake. And this is what she picked out, obviously. And this one too, just like the other ones, they glow in the dark. And it's very, very cool. And another thing that's pretty special about these ones is these are the first boards when I started getting this idea of trying fingerboards from all around the world. It started with bridge. And it's really funny how it worked that way because my memory could be messing with me, but I want to say on the package it said, "Here's your bridge." And bridge was basically that bridge that got me to try more fingerboards from around the world. There's something there, I'm not crazy. So these were the other decks that he did make for me, except these last two on the end, I'll try my best not to forget. And when we were putting this order together, I told him that I wanted it to be a complete mystery. So don't tell me what are going on the decks. Stay away from red, and my favorite colors are purple, blue, and pink. And this is what ended up coming out of it. I also did tell him that I wanted at least one blank deck just to see what he would put, and I was not disappointed. We have this really nice brown with a little light brown right here going down off to the side, and then this nice brown top ply. Super cool. Just like a lot of the other decks I do have the unboxing for, but we'll go over it pretty quickly. This one is this really cool silver and pink logo. And it looks really, really cool. I've seen the other logo decks that he has, and they don't look like this. So to me, this one's really special. Here's the next deck. It's gonna be black and silver with that same design from the one before this one. It is really, really cool. It has this nice green top ply. I really like it. It's like a bluish green. I think it looks really cool. That's another thing that I really like from Bridge is the top plies were really, really nice. This one right here is going to be the mini logo, and it's going to be gold and purple, which I really like. This one I don't think was actually a custom one. I saw it on the website along with that blue and pink one, and I picked those two up because I really like the way that those looked. This one right here, it was a custom, and I think it looks really, really cool. If it wasn't for the two mini logos that I got, and I didn't set up that blue one with the pink bridge, I definitely would have set this one up. And this one, let's see, we got a few engraved ones. So this one's going to be a full dip deck, and it's going to be pink all the way. And we have some playing cards right there, which is pretty cool. I play Magic. It's a card game. It fits. I like it. And then we have this one that I still don't... I keep forgetting to ask them what that is, what that logo is. It's probably some initials, but I think it looks really cool. Something special about this deck is it has like this crackle design. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but I think that it looks really cool. I remember when I was little at McDonald's, one of the Happy Meals, it was they were doing some Hot Wheels, and I had gotten this one car, and it was called the Crackle car or something like that, and it was like this shade of green with the crackle on it. That's what it reminds me of. I don't know if he was in my head when he was thinking of this one, but it's weird how stuff works out. And this one, just like the pink one, is a full dip. Looks really cool. Here's this one that's not a full dip, but it is engraved with those hands and the fire on the background. What I really like about this one though is this really cool top ply. That is really neat. I don't think I've ever seen a top ply look like that. It looks really cool. And then we have this sleeping cherub right here. That's really cool. I might eventually end up setting this one up just because I think it looks really cool. I like the minimal graphic on the bottom. I think it looks cool. And then I like the way that the woods like has that wavy swirly pattern. I think it's pretty cool. The top ply is going to be this really nice emerald green, which is nice to see. Speaking of green, I did ask if you can make some split plies, and this is one of them that he sent, which looks really cool. I have these really clumsy hands, so I know that that's not something I could do, and I think it looks really cool. And to make it extra cool, on the top ply we have this really cool watermelon kind of design. I don't know what it's called, but I really, really like it. And then we have this one right here, which is going to be a split ply, but it's half a split ply. This part right here, I'm pretty sure took forever to do, and it looks really, really cool. And the top ply is going to be this pearl white, which looks really, really nice. Super cool. And while he was making mine, he had time to put together quite a few decks, and it was for charity for the Ukraine, and this is one of them right here, which we have this wood that was on one of these top plies, which looks really cool. And then we have the blue and the yellow checkers down there, which looks really, really cool. And then the top ply is going to be whatever wood this is called. Bird's eye, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it looks really cool. And then this deck I really, really liked because I've said it before, one of my favorite game is Legend of Zelda, and that's what this one reminded me of. I think it's really cool. And then we got this really cool pink bird's eye top ply. It just looks really cool. I like it a lot. So those were the bridge decks, and like I said, they'll always have a special place in my collection because they were the first people that told me yes for the customs. So yeah, that's why they're in this section. Up next is a single deck that I think is pretty neat, and it's going to be a Preet deck. I've never had a Preet deck, and I've heard of Preet for a very long time. And I was excited because I was finally going to try a Preet deck. So here's the deck. On the bottom ply, we do have PM and EJ. I know the owner is named Peter, but that's about all I know. Like I said, I've never really looked that hard for Preet, if I'm honest. But they are on the list of decks that I do want to try, which is why I was really excited about this one. And I heard that they were hard to get, so when I was offered this one, I jumped on it really quick because, you know, I'd get to try out a Preet. So it came in, and in the packaging, it was this packaging actually. I was like, oh cool, sheet of FBS tape, awesome. So we also got this Preet grip tape, which looks really cool. And I thought, hey, perfect combo. 100% done, it's getting set up immediately. Well, on the top ply, it's engraved with 6011, which I think is his new mold. And it's number 1, and we have the date engraved right there as well. So, no, I can't set this up. Well, I mean, I guess I can, but I wouldn't feel right about it because it is really, really cool. And being the collector I am, you don't set something like this up. On the bottom, it does say 22 PR. I think it's really cool to have this first deck of a new generation. Super cool. So these next 3 decks I did open up on the History Mystery, either the first or the second one. So that's where these came from. But what I really, really like about them, and I know I said it in the video, there's purple, gold, and blue, and these are going to be the favorite colors of my family. So my favorite color is purple, my daughter's favorite color is gold, and my girlfriend's favorite color is blue. But the coolness doesn't end there, because on the top ply, on the purple one, we have purple. On the gold one, we have yellow, which, yeah, it's not gold, but it's close enough. And then on this blue one, it's blue, which is a super crazy coincidence for something like this to happen. And I know how random the top plies can be when it comes to these Berlin woods, so for it to be on the corresponding decks, the chances of this happening again are very, very low, and that's why these 3 are set aside, because that is something that's really, really cool. So moving on with 3s, the next 3 decks are going to be Beast Pants decks. And I don't know the name of this graphic, but I do know it's an older graphic. So we have this warrior riding on a wolf, which looks really, really cool. And yeah, these are split plies. So it looks really, really cool. So we have that purple one. We have this blue one. And then we have this white one, which looks super cool. All 3 of them look amazing by themselves, but that's not all. On the top plies, they're all split plies as well. So that is very, very cool. I don't know how often these get made like it, but it's really, really cool to have. So these are the first Beast Pants decks that I have that have these really cool split plies, and it's a whole set. So to me, that's really, really cool. And for extra coolness, they're 35mm ferrules. So that is really, really cool. I'm super happy to have these in my collection. The next deck, well, the next 2 decks, I guess. You may have seen me open this one. It's from the charity auction that Stinky Fingers had, and I got 2 decks. And we got this one that was created by Stinky Fingers, and it looks really, really cool. And then this is what the top ply looks like. Obviously this one I did not grip, and I don't plan on ever gripping because it's really, really cool. The other deck that I got in the auction is going to be this one right here that was created by Chuck61. And I really, really like this one, and I like how it came in a frame. That way I don't have to do any work. It is a fantastic job done already by Chuck. And this one usually just sat at my computer desk off in the corner because I think it looks really cool. I'm super happy to have this one. I like the colors. Chuck can draw some crazy eyes. I think they look amazing. So those who have been following my channel for a while might know what's in here. I've been searching. Well, I finally got one, but not just one, which is really, really cool. So we got some Nosco art, which is super, super cool. So here's one of the drawings that was on the packaging, which looks really, really cool. He did have a few of these seeds that he sold on his website, and he also sent over a few other drawings, which I really, really like. So here's this one right here, which is a nose slide on this hedgehog, or maybe it's an armadillo. I don't know. I call it a hedgehog because its snout, and that's what it looks like to me. I was super excited when I saw this one because I thought it was really, really cool. And then this one he actually sent me a picture of already, and I thought it was fantastic. It was super cool. I thought it was going to be on the box that he shipped it in, but no, it's right here. It looks really cool. And something that I didn't bring up, because it's on this one right here, it does have my last name right here, which is Pena. And it looks really, really cool. I was super excited when I saw this one. When I saw both of them. When I saw 3 of them. When I saw 4 of them, because there's another one right here, but we'll get into that when we get into it. So I was super excited when he sent me a screenshot of this drawing right here. I couldn't wait for this package to come in. But that's not all, because this is on the opposite side. We have a hand fingerboarding with the little hydrant down there, and it looks really, really cool. And that was before even looking at the picture that I ordered, so I was already blown away. I was super excited, and it's really cool because he put my name, I don't know if y'all saw it, but it's right here on the little hydrant. It's super cool. Now for the picture that I actually ordered is this one right here, which is Alegua the Cosmic Toad. And what I really like about this one is my favorite things, or I guess my favorite themes, are 2 things that I'm actually terrified of, which is outer space and like the deep ocean where, you know, the nightmare creatures live. So when I saw the Cosmic Toad, I was like, hey, that's really cool. There was a few other toads. The only ones that I can remember, there was like the secretive toad and the imaginative toad, something along those lines. I don't remember, but this one I saw and I was super happy when the order went through for this one because I really, really like the way that it looks. So now the only step that's left for this picture is to find the frame for this one. And you know, even though this is just drawn on a box, I'm framing this too. I'm framing these. I'm even framing the package that it's in. The search for drawings by Nosco is over, and now begins the search for the perfect painting for me. So that's really exciting. So let's carefully put this back in its home for now. So now that that's tucked away safely, this is going to be this episode's transitional item. So the first time that I ever heard of Nosco or saw any of his drawings was on a fingerboard. It's going to be from Peak Fingerboards, and it's this bluebird. So what I have here is the first concrete obstacle I've ever had, and this was sent to me from Alex himself, and I was super, super grateful. It actually caught me by surprise because I've always been afraid of ordering obstacles made of concrete online because I didn't want to open up a box and be greeted by a pile of dust, basically. So, yeah, thank you. And I still have it. I use it pretty frequently. It stays, I know you can't see it, but it's on the locker that's over there with some other small obstacles like this rail and stuff. So my first concrete obstacle was from Peak. I'll never forget it. I don't know if you've noticed it from my special collection, but the first of a lot of things they mean a lot to me. I like to keep those because I'm number one. And another thing that I'm beginning to notice is a lot of my favorite things, for some reason, have red. I don't know why. Why can't it be purple? You know what would be fun? If I went into the different shades of purples in fingerboards and ranked them on their purpleness. That'd be a video people will watch, right? I'm pretty sure. I have a lot of purple fingerboards, so I might do that. So the reason I call this episode's transitional item is because the next video will be my ramps and obstacles. So if you don't want to miss that one, subscribe, hit the bell notification, leave a comment down below, and like the video. Helps me sleep at night. However, that'll do it for this video. Take it easy. Have a good one.